Recording in progress.
Thank you, Miss Lily. Miss Lily, you are muted.
Thank you, Paramita. We acknowledge and pay respect to the past, present, and future traditional custodians and elders of this nation, and the continuation of cultural, spiritual, and educational practices of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Okay, Nigaran, when you're ready.
I'm ready, ma'am. If you can just share my slide
Nigaran, can
on
you
the screen,
can you
or I have.
okay, haven't I made you a co-host yet? No, probably not. I'll make you co-host so that you can share your presentation, please. While we are waiting, Miss Lily, would you like to, as you said, it's a very good point that you made, that we are not here to critique people. What we are doing is we are learning from each other, and
Okay.
that's how we can improve ourselves. That's the purpose
Yeah.
of this peer assessment. When you assess others, you know what are the things you shouldn't be doing and what are the things you must consider next time you make a presentation. This is an opportunity to learn, as Miss Lily said. Miss Lily, would you like to go through the criteria while we are waiting for Nigarin to put it on the screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Before I do that, Paramita, I totally reiterate what you're saying in the sense that the assessment is more like a feedback, and feeling comfortable with that feedback in a learning environment is a very special thing to have with a group of people. It's something that it's pretty sacred. It's something that we all feel comfortable. We're not feeling like some of the points that are being made are making anyone feel uncomfortable. It's more about supporting each other to improve and to learn and go forward and to be awesome at the end of the day. So I'm not sure, Paramita, the criteria, if you want me to go through that.
Yeah.
So at a high band of yeah.
Yeah, I said
I'll
yes,
just go through
please.
that quickly, Paramita.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so the topic and the relevance is it's a total of 50 for the peer assessment. So everybody that has joined the group will potentially have this assessment rubric in front of them, and they'll be looking at it as I am. So the criteria on the far left, there's 7 criteria. It's out of 50. Some are totaled out of 5 and some are totaled out of 10. The first criterion is the topic and its relevance. So to meet a 5 out of 5 for the topic and relevance, you would have to have, if you look in the far left column, it has to be original, interesting, and highly relevant to your audience. So you need to connect with them culturally, and you need to connect with them ethically. You need to connect with your audience and engage them in a certain way that they are finding it interesting what your podcast is about. I'll briefly go through this. There's a lot more points. Number 2, Paramita set down that earlier in the discussion, the research and sources are crucial. You can't just pull, some potential ideas of yours and not have them substantiated or validated, and they need to be backed up by other sources and research that shows that what your opinion is, or what your point is in your point of view in your podcast is researched and accurate. So 2 to 3 or 3 sources that prove that you're okay and you're on track is a high score, an excellent score in that second research and sources criterion. The third one, episode planning and structure. So you have a clear plan at the excellent level, 5 out of 5, or sorry, 10. It's out of 10. So you have a clear plan of 4 to 5 episodes maximum. So a plan, 6 minutes each. And there is a logical flow between each of those episodes. Number 4, if we read that carefully, we can see it's out of 5. So it's really, I like this creativity side of assessing everybody's peers. Is that, do you think that this person that's presented to you in their podcast has got a creative hook, some really relative music or relatable music and storytelling to engage and interest your audience? I think that's a really powerful form of assessment, that number 4. Number 5, opening introduction. So you have a very strong way, bang, this is what I'm talking about. This is interesting. You're going to be engaged. You have some really good ways to hook your audience and capture their attention. Otherwise, people will just scroll, they'll flick, they'll keep going. So you need to have a very powerful way of engaging, and there's lots of techniques to do that. And once probably we've gone through some of the presentations, we can reiterate on that. Number 6, the content development. So in the middle of your content and what you're presenting, again, it needs to be supported and presented with factual evidence. Sometimes I think being authentic and real with what people are actually interested in the world at the moment is a really powerful way to have relative and really powerful content development. Number 7, the last one, is that you, out of number 5 score points, you have, if you've got 5 out of 5, you would probably have been thoughtful in the way that you make a closure of what you're actually presenting to your audience. It's memorable. It actually makes people think a little bit further than just that moment of listening to the podcast. It actually sparks some ideas, and they'll go further afield and research about what maybe your content was about. And it ties your ideas of all your episodes together. So those potentially are, very briefly, ways within which you can meet a level of excellence. And when you do a peer assessment, I'll just be mindful of this really quickly, Parameter, is that we need to be mindful that feedback is not criticism. Feedback is a very powerful way. Be comfortable with it. And when you're giving feedback, if it's written in the chat, make sure that it's considerate. Make sure that it has empathy. Make sure that your feedback is mindful of what that person has planned and prepared, and maybe their potential challenges as well. So just be very careful that everybody understands when we do peer assessment that you must consider how people will receive that. So we've done this before, I think, Parameter, with lots of issues. We might give 2 stars and a wish as feedback, but here we've got some score material on your criteria. So just be careful, be mindful of what you're giving feedback with, and make sure that it's positive and that it takes into mind what that preparation has been for that person that's presenting. Oh, okay, I've finished now. You there, Paramita? She's
Thank you
gone.
so much.
So,
Thank you.
Nigaran,
Yeah, Nigaran, what is happening? Are you not being able to? Is it the technical issue, Nigaran, or do you want me to share it on the screen?
I can't see anything in the chat, Paramita.
No, I can see she has shared the Nigaran. Please unmute
Ah, she
yourself.
has. Yeah.
Can you unmute yourself, please? Nikaran, are you okay?
I'll just write a message in the.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
I have connection problem. I don't know what the problem is.
Okay, sure. I'm going to share it.
And
Yeah, just give me a
yes.
minute. You talk to the class, like what you're going to present, your topic or something like that, and I will be doing it in a minute, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I have echo in my voice. Are you people having the same problem listening me?
Yeah, I do too, Nigaran. It's okay. You just have to think it doesn't exist.
So how should I fix it?
At this point, I think we've got. I don't think we can come in and out to avoid that. But if there are other people that have got their microphones on, that's always a way to get out of it. I
So
don't
I
think
might
anyone
not
else
be
can.
more audible better, ma'am. Then may
No,
not
no,
be
no,
able to
no.
listen others also.
Yeah, you need to present, so you need your microphone on, Nigaran. I think just try and see how you go, and that's okay. It's probably
Okay.
technology always presents lots of challenges, and sometimes we just have to go, okay, this is just a small challenge, and I'm going to keep going
Okay,
forward.
fine.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
That's okay, Nigaran. And it's fantastic you put your hand up first. So we've got people coming in still, which is fantastic. And I think, Paramita, you're sharing Nigaran's presentation if you're there. You're muted, Paramita. As Paramita is preparing it, Nigaran, can you give us an overview for people that are sitting and listening and waiting what
Okay,
your
ma'am.
podcast? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. In the name of Almighty Allah. Today, my presentation that is about my podcast planning. We had an assignment that to just know the steps that how we plan the podcast. So, as I had my podcast title is or the theme which I have chosen is about refugee or resilient Afghan women speak out. That is the title. And why have I chosen this title? Because I myself, I'm a refugee as well and as a resilient as well. And I'm going to be a voice of my Afghan women. And here, the planning is this, ma'am, that I have for the first time when I heard about the podcast. So it was something very new for me. Like I was unaware of having a podcast myself, or we can do it. I mean, everyone can do it. So I just start preparing, taking information as I have chosen the title about all the situation that refugees and are facing in Pakistan and especially Afghan women. And I have just go through the websites or all the websites of UNHCR, IOM, and this refugee point dot organization. These three websites, since I mean till now I have researched about, and I'm going to share my episodes. I will be having covering 3 episodes in this, and every episode will be containing 5 minutes. And my audience are the human rights activists, the women are there, and everyone who are able to, hear about or who are interested in the human rights and especially women rights. So it's all for those. And the title in the first episode, I'll cover 3 to 4 subtitles, and in the second episode, I'm going to have the one guest speaker. She's my friend, and she will talk about the journey and resilience of her I mean, her journey of her life and how, as a woman or as a Afghan woman, her resilience and her struggle in being a refugee. And since the beginning of her life, or since the day she was born, it is a short type of like storytelling. And in the last episode, in the third episode, I'm going to just give awareness about the, I mean, all beyond all the circumstances, or beyond all the problems and struggles, we have the hope. We are the voice of tomorrow. We are going to build our identity through the borders, and we are going to empower women through education and empowerment. So this is my presentation all about, and it's all about women. And I want to just make everyone, and I'm proud of my all Afghan women and Afghan students here as well, ma'am. Those who are attending the classes, we know that access to education, we have been like deprived of this system right now in Afghanistan as well, and here in Pakistan as well. We don't have that proper setup, or we have should have a system type that we should get education. It is very rare, like 2 to 3% only students can go to schools. Those who are private, and others are not letting the Afghans to get admission and study here as like other students, like other people here. So this is the pain and the strength in myself. I want to be the voice of my women. This is my presentation all
Wow,
about now.
that's brilliant. Oh wow, Nigaran, there's a lot there. There's lots of layers, and I think it's a very relevant podcast. Paramita's got her hand up. Paramita, please speak.
Firstly, as Miss Lily said,
Wow.
thank you so much, Nigarin, for sharing this, for choosing this topic for your podcast. It is
Mm,
because the criteria said, it says that if it is relevant or not, your topic is so relevant for everyone here this evening,
mm,
because they would like to hear from you. And also, about you mentioned about the resilience. That is something we have to learn, the word and the meaning. And Miss Lily said it's got so many layers. And we will look forward to hear your podcast and how you unpack it for everyone. And everyone is going to
mm,
be, learning so much from your guest speakers' experiences. You mentioned that you will have a guest speaker, which is fantastic. And there's so much we can learn from your guest speaker and from you and the research you have done. That is brilliant. Unfortunately, Nigaran, I was not able, I really tried to open your document, but it is not opening on my computer. Do you think, Miss Lily, can you give it a go? You're also co-host. If
I also did, ma'am. I
Uh,
could not.
Nigarin, you couldn't open it,
Yeah.
because I'm really keen to
okay.
see your. It is downloaded in my
Same.
yeah, but I couldn't
Mm.
open it. Could you, Miss Lily? Will you try? It's in our chat. Okay, while we are waiting, Miss Lily, you're muted. While we are waiting, I know Latifa, you're the second in
Thank you.
the Latifa Yusufi. Are you prepared with your podcast, Latifa? Okay, but
Um,
if it is not possible, that's okay. But we will give some feedback to our Nigaran. So, what I'm
mm,
suggesting is I'm going to open the assessment criteria on the screen, and I want students to give some feedback, please. Whatever positive you can see, you heard just now, Nigaran sharing. The reason I'm doing this so that we learn how to use the rubric to
assess.
improve our
Mm,
work. So that's the purpose. It is not to critique anyone, just to acknowledge, to appreciate what we just heard. And Miss Lily, would you like to? I'm sharing it here. Would you like to
Uh-huh.
talk about what we just? Can you see it on the screen?
No. Oh, yes, I can now. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
So I
what?
did that
Yeah.
just before.
Yeah. So now they can see the visual
Uh,
on the screen so that it will make more sense if we take them through this.
okay.
The purpose is because after this, once their planning is done, they will go to the next day, that is, write the script. At the
Mm,
beginning, like, those who are very experienced podcast, they are very experienced doing podcasts for many months or years. They don't need, always they don't need the a script. But to begin with, we encourage students to have a script, so that,
yeah.
in the middle of the recording, you are not at a loss. You can
Mm,
go back to your script and share from your script. So what we are going to do again today, also doing the same thing, how we are going to assess your podcast. Now, the first thing, as Miss Lily said, and as okay, I'll take my hand down. It's annoying.
no, that's okay.
So, would you like to begin, and then I can also jump in with some of the points, or would you like me to continue?
Um, I just would like to say
Hmm.
really quickly, Samaya mentioned, Mohammadi mentioned a very powerful point about her about Nicaran's podcast planning. That's a really wonderful way to show support.
Hmm.
I would like to see something from Samaya, if she can, in the chat to look at the planning assessment criterion, which is the third, number 3. I can't highlight or do anything. So, episode planning and structure. So, Samaya, if you were peer assessing, which you've just done in the chat, so now we're going to get you. You said your podcast planning, Nigaran, is so good. I like it. Thank you. So let's just look at using this planning assessment rubric, Samaya, to look at where you would spot or you would place Nigaran for having a clear plan, good episode ideas, or satisfactory. Um, have a look across here. And if you could take the microphone, Samaya, and talk to me about why you thought the podcast planning was good, if you would feel comfortable. And parameters highlighting that. So this is exactly what we're looking at. And I really like, Samaya, how you looked at that number 3 criteria and you highlighted that as being really good. So are you there, Samaya?
Yes, sure, I'm here, and I can catch
Fantastic.
your word very clearly because I'm not very good in English, and I try to catch your word because the
Oh,
podcast Nigarian made it. It's very clear and perfect, and I know. And it has, I think it has a 3 episode,
yes.
um and
Excellent.
it's very short and good because this is my idea.
I really like that you. So what you've done, Samaya, is that if you're going to assess someone, you can actually say a reason why using that rubric, which is exactly what we want you to do. And you've done that beautifully. Fantastic. Give her a clap. Samaya, you have looked at the criteria and then you've gone, okay, Nigaran has done on the excellent or the good or the satisfactory side of things. She's got a clear plan. So Samaya Nigaran is going, yay. Samaya, would you say that is excellent or good? Could you take the
It's
microphone?
it's excellent, teacher.
Yay. Okay, so if everyone understands, that's only number 3, which which Nigaran is going, yoo-hoo. And number 3 is the episode planning and structure. That's only one criteria.
If I may,
So you've,
if I may
yeah,
interrupt Miss
continue.
Lily for a second, that is,
Yeah.
has written something interesting. Rana has written in the
Mm,
chat, this podcast is about an important topic. See, she finds it
mm,
relevant, she finds it
yeah.
so, and next she writes that as a refugee, I am very excited to hear from you, dear Nigaranjan. So, you see,
No.
already she is creating the interest in people so that she has hooked them with the topic and how she's going to plan and go about the presentation. So, congratulations, Nigaran.
Mhm.
Here, Rana, do you mind taking the microphone and just explain where do you think Nigaran is? And even though without a visual, she has done it. So the podcast is
Mm,
all about
correct.
audio, and Nigaran has done it without a visual. Well done. Rana, do you mind taking the microphone, please? I'll mute myself and then we can listen to you. Thank you, Rana.
Thank you, dear ma'am, and hello everyone. And thank you, Nigarijan, for such a important topic. And we are all of us in the place that are facing very difficulties in such days, and the people who are living in Pakistan as a refugee are facing very hard times. And I know that your podcast will give some hope and some good ideas to the Afghan girls. And uh, congratulations for your success, and we are waiting for it.
That's lovely. That's beautiful. I think the criteria that you're talking about is the relevance to your audience, and your response whew, was very, very powerful there, Rana. That was very important. I would definitely think that
Yeah, ma'am.
the whole the the whole topic of relevance, number 1 criteria,
Yeah.
fills my heart. Yeah, it's totally original and highly relevant. Well done. Excellent spotting. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Rana.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nigaran. So you can see that everyone really appreciates the topic you have chosen, and not only that, they are waiting to hear your podcast. So, just a very quick feedback. I could hear that you have 3 episodes. Is that right, Nigaran? Could you please take the microphone and
Yes, ma'am.
answer some of the
Yes, ma'am.
questions?
Sure.
That's
3 episodes,
fantastic.
ma'am.
Yeah, so you have 3 episodes planned, and you have also a guest speaker. So where are you planning to invite the guest speaker? Second episode or first or third?
In the second episode, ma'am.
Okay. So when you're inviting the guest speakers, so because it is going to be in the second episode, you can create the interest a little bit in your listeners by mentioning the that what to expect in our second episode. So you can do that, and maybe you can ask people to think of some questions they can ask. So that is fantastic. And are you going to do some research when you're generating the questions? Will they be based on any particular research, or what's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
thought?
I'm going to check the UNHCR pages, and I said I had three websites for this, and the UNHCR page, and especially UNHCR Afghanistan, and there was a refugee point organization. They are all about the refugees, and I want to take the core. I mean, the question if I want to create or I want to make. So obviously, I would like to have from those relevant sources, reliable sources that I have mentioned it in my podcast. At the end of my presentation, I have mentioned it, and again, I'm going to go through. It was just overall of my planning on the first episode, I have the slides, but the second and third, I've chosen the titles and I'm working on that now.
So,
That's excellent.
yeah, excellent, Nigaran. So you are still in your planning stage, right? You're still thinking what you're going to say in your first, second, or third. Is that so?
Yes, ma'am. I have chosen the title. They are ready, but I'm not met the script.
Mm,
And the first episode is met. The second and third is remaining. The scripts are remaining. So I would
okay.
like to have a script before
Mm. Thank you.
starting my book.
Thank you, Nigaran. So, what's going to happen is now, once you finish your planning, like you see that how to make it creative, engaging. If a person keeps speaking, only if I give the lecture for 6 minutes, people might get, they might fall asleep. So you can make it engaging by asking question or sharing stories. I don't know, Miss Lily, give us some ideas how to make it really engaging. Would you like to chip in some ideas, please?
I think
Thank you.
I can't even comprehend uh, the concept of what you are going to deliver to people that might be an audience that are very unfamiliar. But I think what you're trying to communicate is the experience and the grit that you have to survive is a human instinct that relates to very broad audiences. So I think the more people that you would interview, some might not be uplifting, some might be a small story that's a wonderful experience. It doesn't always have to be in a negative frame. And I think being balanced in the human experience will be probably a powerful way to communicate. So, not completely negative, not completely positive where it's not real, but being balanced and being, I did see the word Parameter wrote down authentic. It came up in one of the criterion. Where is that parameter? It was original, interesting, and highly relevant. There was a word authentic. And even the creativity side, number 4, is a way within which you can definitely engage your audience. So if your topic is really quite, what's the word, heavy, you can inform people by being relevant to the audience, hooking them with a creative storytelling way. Number 4, I think creativity is parameters hovering over that is a very, very way powerful way to engage your audience, because not everybody has had that experience, and to have the full empathy sometimes for to develop the empathy in your audience, if I'm making any sense, requires you to lure them in to understand without being without being, oh, what's the word, Parameter? Help me. I'm trying to be ethical
I would
here.
say without being didactic, I
Yeah,
would like
yeah.
to rather having the getting like storytelling is a very
Mm,
powerful, engaging. I think that is a very powerful tool, don't you, Miss Lily? When you share a
yeah,
story, you hook the people
I
at
think so.
once immediately. If
Mm.
when and particularly on this topic, and people like to hear positive stories
And they're
that
not always positive.
yeah, even then, because
No.
that is something lacking
Mm.
at the moment, the hope, you know, and the resilience. Why we are talking back, going back to the word again and again, that we have to keep, the positivity is extremely important. Those who are going through this challenging time, their mental health, their physical health. So these are the things, Nigaran, people would like to hear when you're talking
Mm.
about this issue. That share positive stories that's going to give hope to your listeners, and that is, I think, something they will appreciate very much. Um,
Yeah. Lift them up.
Lift them up. Exactly. Nigaran, we have talked about this a little bit. I would like you to help us, please. Just say that, unpacking this for your friends who are sitting silently and listening to our talk. Could you please say it in
Mm.
your language, what we are talking so far? Nigaran, thank you.
اوکی
Thank
افضل.
you.
استاد بخشید استاد میگه که شما این یک تا چی است پلنینگ ریسرچ پودکاست است و پیر اسسمنت به نام پیر اسسمنت روبریک، یعنی این 50 مارکس داره. هر شاگرد باید طبق از این باز استاد کسته او را چی میته نمره میته. باز فیدبک شما خیلی مهم، مثل که ما پرزنت کردم ما بین از این چند تا پوینت است. اولش تاپیک اند رلیونس، او از داخل 4 کاتگوری داره: اکسلنت است، گود است، ساتیسفکتوری است و نید ایمپروومنت. باز شما کدامش انتخاب میکنین که آیا ای بهترین بود یا دوم کست یا خیلی خوب بود یا آیا مطمئن بخش بود. پس آخریش خیلی چی است که نیرز ایمپروومنت، یعنی ایده اینجا خیلی چیز یا نیاز داره، باید اصلاح کنه از اشتباهات رو. باز ایدوم چه است ریسرچ سورسز، از کدام سورسز وی ریسرچ وی چیزایش، کدام وبسایتی چیزا یا کدام کتاب یا کدام انفورمیشن از کدام کجا گرفتیم. نه یعنی این کدام بخشایی است خیلی وبسایت هست که چی نیست، یعنی منطقی نیست. پس میایه با اپیزود پلانینگ اند استراکچر چطور است، باز کریاتیویتی اند انگیجمنت است. این البته فرض ما هنوز میوزیک و این چیزا داخلش اید نکردم. این اگر بالفرض پودکاست داریم داخل از این چیزا میآید. یه اوپنینگ اینترودکشن است از من داخل 5، یعنی از 5 میچن میگه. باز کانتنت دیولپمنت، یعنی اوورال امی چقدر کانتنت از خوب بود یا چقدر خوب برایش پرزنت شده یا این تاپیک برایش یعنی اینترستینگ بوده، هیچ تو برایش سه این چیزاست دیگه. امی بالفرض استاد درباره امزی خلاص درباره امزی فیدبک است تمام. یعنی امی در چی میگه میگفت. Ma'am, I have told them about my translation. Maybe I'm somehow falling about the translation overall. But I have defined for them that there are 4 categories. You have to choose according to like excellent, good, satisfactory, or it need improvement. So
Yeah,
out of these, they have to go. They should share their point.
that's yeah, that's brilliant. Gee, you do it a lot quicker than we do.
I
Pardon me,
totally
ma'am. I did
agree.
not get.
I said you're very efficient.
Yeah. Very much younger than us, probably. That's why I think the clarity is much better than not. I'm not talking about you, Miss Lily. I'm talking about
Oh,
myself. I have to do a lot of
well
thinking.
done.
Yeah. Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nigaran. You're planning, and I'm sure you'll make a fantastic opening. That is the introduction. It's going to
Yes,
hook
ma'am. Sure.
your listener, and also the conclusion, end of every, when you wrap up, make it interesting so people will come back for the next episode. I can't wait to listen to your podcast. I'm sure Miss Lily and others think the same way. So
Absolute,
all the
absolutely. Mm.
all the
Sure, ma'am.
best,
Thank you.
and get
Thank you,
started
ma'am.
on your
Then.
script writing, okay? So
Okay,
thank
ma'am.
you. And who
Thank you
else
very
is
much.
here would like to share? I can see Latifa. Are you ready, or who else is ready? Please raise your hand if you're ready to talk about your planning. Miss Lily, do you see any hand going up? Not yet.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Come on, people, this is
Um,
your opportunity. You don't be shy, okay?
it's okay. It's planning. It's not and as we've said, for those that came in late, it's okay. We're not here to give you a mark or a score. It's just a feedback, a gentle feedback on how you would fare, how you would go presenting a podcast with other people around the world. So it's giving you a foundation to work from, and the feedback from that foundation is really important. It's not a criticism, it's just everybody helping each other out. I can't see anybody that's got their hand up.
But I see Razia is
Right.
unmuted. Razia, do you
Everyone.
want to say something?
Oh, good.
Razia?
Uh,
Mhm.
do you hear me, teacher?
We
Yeah.
do.
Okay. I want to share my podcast, but I don't know if it's correct or not.
Are you trying to share your PowerPoint or your presentation, or you just want to talk about it?
Uh,
Razia, you can do
I want
either.
to
Yeah, pardon?
share my podcast.
Ah,
I want to speak. I
wow.
want to speak,
Fine. Go ahead. It's all yours. Microphone is
Okay.
all
but
yours.
Okay.
but I don't know if it's correct or no.
Let's have a go. We'll help you out.
Okay. Do you hear me?
We sure do.
Hello.
Hello.
Go, Razia. We can hear
Can
you.
oh,
Hello.
Yes, Razia, we can hear you. We are all waiting. We are
Okay.
okay. Go ahead. Good luck.
come
Yeah,
on.
come on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my podcast, Healthy Living for Students.
Today we are going to talk about the physical benefits of daily exercise and why moving your body even just a little each day and can make a big difference. Daily exercise can help your heart become stronger, improves blood circulation, and increase your energy levels. It also strengthens your muscle and bone, improves posture, and help your balance and flexibility. These are especially important for students because we often sit for long hours at school or while studying. Exercise also plays a big role in maintaining a healthy weight and reducing the risk of diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart problems. The good news is you don't have to go to the gym to be active. Even walking, stretching, riding a bike, or dancing at home can be great ways to stay fit. So remember, even 20 to 30 minutes a day of movement can make you feel more active, more focused, and healthier overall. Thank you for listening.
Yes, that's. What do you think, Miss Lily? Any thoughts?
I don't know. What's happening?
Miss Lily, are
I'm
you
here.
there?
Yeah. I just popped something in the chat because as it was going, um, it was really well done in the sense that everybody relates to moving and being healthy and fit. And if you can't get outside and you can't do, um, everyday exercise, there's lots of really classic ways to do that if you're in a confined environment. And I think the topic is really original and really relevant to your audience. Fantastic. Um, as you said, um, I understand what you're saying. Gulsum has put a point in the chat as well. So it's important to everybody's health and mental health and physical health that you need to have some time where you do something for yourself. So topic is fantastic. Well done. I really like, if we're looking at the second criteria, parameter, you've got your, I can see you have your cursor. So the research and sources, if I was to quickly look at what you've just said, I would say that you need to have some really good medical data, some graphs, some expert podcasts, or sorry, not podcasts, expert opinions, or even interviews on how to do that. That would be really powerful, and a very, very relevant way. As Nigaran has just said, physical health is very important to everyone. So I think that is a brilliant topic. And I know Parameter will be looking at, okay, so your episode planning is very important here. So, number one, I would be saying why it's important in your episode planning. For your second podcast, um, how you do it. And then maybe you might look into having a trial with some people who are doing your ideas and their feedback for you as a health and fitness advocator or someone who supports being fit and healthy in a certain kind of a way when you're in confinement. Brilliant, fantastic. really relevant. So 5 out of 5, I think, for the topic relevance. I think to be creative, what do you suggest, Parameter?
I think I really loved what she said about she's giving strategies. You know, that is something I would like to hear because
Yeah.
it is, we know the problem, we know the issue, we know what people are experiencing right now. So it
Mm,
is not sharing the not keeping the focus on that, but instead she said that the importance of walking, you know, these are the things we would
mm,
like to hear, strategies,
mm,
practical
mm.
strategies that can be used by your peers, you know, at home. You don't have to go to the gym to walk. Even at home, you can walk around or do some um, hand exercise, or you know, some sort of yoga. I don't know, it depending what Pilates. Nowadays there are so many ways to get fit. Even 5 6 minutes of exercise, that is good for health,
Yeah,
and not only physical health but for mental health as well. And you can talk about it, how they are both interconnected. Physical health, unless you are physically fit, so that affects the mental health as well. So, and Miss Lily
absolutely.
has already discussed about the research, the importance of research. I'm sorry, Miss Lily, would you like to say, as you were asking your question about creativity and engagement, right? Or what?
Yeah, no, and I think you've covered that. I think they're very important parts of or angles within which you can approach this topic. I think there would be so many women in this situation that would give some fantastic, um, really innovative ways on how to keep fit in these situations. I think it would be an incredibly realistic and authentic topic. Phew, I think you could be very creative. And I think the women that are in, they can't move around, that they are confined and they are, um, you know, in situations of hardship, how they've managed to survive being fit mentally and physically. And that is unique and very creative to access. I think this is a brilliant topic, definitely.
Mm.
Okay,
And
thank you.
thank you, Miss Lily. And as you said, that you know, girls, when you're thinking about how you're going to open your podcast, this is also important to consider. Are you going to make it like a just going straight to the topic, or you're going to make it really, really interesting, like a storytelling or unpacking it in a very interesting manner? We will see when we look at your podcast. We will look at your script, and Miss Lily and myself, we will give you ideas, and also, of course, your friends can give you suggestions as well.
Yeah.
So, from now, after this class, we would encourage you to go and straight start writing your script, even if it is one episode. Because if you have done the planning, you will have in your head how many episodes will be there and what exactly you're going to share in each episode, what research content, you know, going to talk about. So that is the reason why this planning is so important. Once you have a good plan, of course, you can make changes when you're doing your podcast, you know. You can come up with something very exciting or interesting in podcast too, and suddenly you saw some people are asking, you know, questions about something you never thought about. So you can always make changes while you are presenting your podcast. So that is okay, but the basic planning is important, so you know exactly what is the path, what how you're going to travel, from one podcast to the next podcast to the following or to the concluding one. So therefore, Miss Lily and I cannot emphasize enough the importance of planning, girls. You might be thinking it's boring. What are they talking about? Plan, plan, plan. Let's take the microphone and do the podcast. No, girls, that doesn't happen like that. I know you sent me podcasts, many of you have already, but I said, wait a minute, let's do the planning first. Let's see what is going to be your focus on. Okay, so I would like now invite Miss Nigarin one more time to explain what, just very briefly. I know it's always asking you if someone else wants to volunteer, you can. Just say a little bit about. We just heard Razia's, right? Razia's presentation. So please say it in your language so that those who have difficulties understanding what we are talking about, they can be more, there can be more clarity on that. Thank you, Nizgarin, if it's okay. It's a pin drop silence, everyone. Okay. Who else can volunteer? Any other volunteer? Miss Rana? I don't know. I'm trying to look for some names who can help us with some. Ilaha? Ilaha, would you like to say it in your language? Or Razia? Razia, do you speak Dari? No. Who was the presenter, Miss Lily? I thought Razia was presenting, right?
Yeah.
Razia, would you like to say it in Dari a little bit so that people understand what you just talked about in English? Razia, we can't hear you. Perhaps you're muted.
No, teacher.
Do you speak Dari, Razia?
Yes.
So can you just say it in Dari, what you just say it in English?
Okay.
Louder
Can you hear
voice,
me?
Razia.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Teacher, I should say my podcast in Persian.
Yeah. Say it in Persian. Thank you.
Okay. خب سلام دوستان عزیز.
Ma'am, can I speak? She's trying to say I was a little having connection issue. She's saying should I present my presentation in Dari?
Yeah, please go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead, Nigarin.
No, ma'am, she asked about that and she did not get you what you said.
Yes,
I was
yes, of
having
course.
a little connection problem.
Yes, of course. Say it in Dari. Dari or whatever language is easier for you and everyone understands. Thank you.
Okay, Razia, then Razia, do it. Razia, شما پادکست دار میتونین دری برای شاگردا یک بار بخوانیم.
اوکی باشه. سلام.
We've lost you, Razia. We can't hear you.
That's okay. Nigarin, do you mind just briefly, can you tell everyone the topic she has chosen and anything that you remember, please?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, Nigarin.
استاد درباره رضیه چی رضیه پرسان کرد که تاپیک از او چقدر ریلیونت است و بخاطر که ما گفتیم که خیلی او درباره فیزیکال فیتنس یعنی درباره اکسرسایز و چی پودکاستی بود، یعنی برای ما چقدر مهمه. استاد دیر میگه که شما که همیشه یک پودکاست رو میخواین تشخیص بدین یا یک پودکاست میخواین چی کنین، اجرا بدین، امی اول ای که کنتنت از او یا امو برای چی که شما مونین، یعنی مو تاپیک که شما سلکت مونین، او باید خیلی آدینس شم، یعنی کسایی که بیننده است شنونده است اونا برای ازنا خیلی جذاب باشه و خیلی انفورماتیو باشه، یعنی خیلی انفورمیشن داشته باشه. سه باز امی چی اپیزود پلانینگ شی و استراکچر شی ای چیزایش هم چیزا در جریان شما باید اینا را در نظر بگیرین و همونطور که یک پودکاست که شما شروع میکنین همونطور جذاب باشد و آخر هم همونطور به جذابیت باید شما اونا را کلوزینگ داشته باشه. یعنی هر چی از خود یک چی داره، این چون یک دونه مارک شیت است و استاد آخرش ایره این مارک شیت را می پودکاست ما را که میبینه و گوش میکنه و اینا رو آخر چی 50 چی داره، مارکس داره، سه مطابق از این باز ما را چی میکنه، مارکینگ میکنه. تشکر.
Thank
May
you.
I delivered according to myself, maybe my translation may be satisfactory, may be good, but not excellent, I know. So they might have gotten what I said about this sheet and about this podcast, everything, the way I understood and I said to them.
I think from the product that you produced at the beginning of the lesson, Nigaran, it's clear that you understand and that you would have communicated very, very, very accurately. Thank you so much for your help.
It's
Um,
pleasure, my pleasure.
I just would like to say, Bibi, Alaha, forgive me if I'm saying these names incorrectly. Gulsum, Kubra, Maboba, Mahen, Mariam, Nadia, Nagis, Naziva, Nagaran, Rana, Razia, Rosan, Samira, Sarah, Gauhari, Sarah Pashtunya, Sharifa, Shirengu, Shukuria, Somaya, Tamana, Tamana Sahab, Tamana Hashimi, Tamkin, and Uzra Paika. Please forgive me, I haven't pronounced your names correctly, but every single one of you that are here, and there are 27 of you in our class, if you look at the assessment rubric that is in front of you, you are in an incredible position as women to explain certain situations that many people would be wanting to listen to in a podcast. So I give you the best wishes to do that and make them filled with hope and explain your lives, because they're so real and they're so authentic and they're so unavailable to so many people. So what you will share is very unique. I hope that makes sense. Thanks, Paramita.
Thank you so much, Miss Lily. Yes, I can't agree more. I mean, what you just said. Sometimes when I sit down and think what you're going through, and people complain about life, you know, in other parts of life, world, in other parts of world, and they have no idea. And uh, you show us your strength. You show. I mean, not sure how much we teach you, but we learn from you, you know, that,
Absolutely.
yeah, this is just, we can't even imagine. It is beyond, you know. So all we can say, we are here. We are here this in this journey together. We can't, you know, we can just say, I don't know, I'm lost of words. But always know that we are here. Can I just say something very positive? I know I'm just going down, down, down in that path of the sadness. I don't want to do that, because there is a good news today. And I think one of those people is sitting silently in the class and not saying much, like always she does. But I'm not going to embarrass her or anything. So the good news is two of our girls, like you're doing podcasts, two of our girls wrote real books and we published the books. And the positive news is they have earned some money writing their books. And I'm just so proud. What do you think, Miss Lily? How do you feel about it?
I think it's brilliant that people, well, the people that we are communicating with here, the wonderful people, is that exactly what I just said. This is your chance to communicate what is real in your life. And it will give people hope
So true.
because you have it.
Yep.
And you're amazing women. So just be positive and try and tick excellent all the way down that criteria.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is an amazing skill that you're going to develop. It's not only learning from us girls, you're learning from your peers, your friends here in this class. And like the exemplary work that students shared today, and this is just amazing what you are sharing, and everyone of us learning from you. And I know many other students were supposed to present. They're not ready yet. That's okay. But do focus on this. Try to think of your podcast and then try to plan, and then we will get started in writing the script. And what I was saying, that two of our girls early this year, they have written their books, and now they're earning some revenue, some generating, that's some fun for them. So this podcast can be your source of money as well. If you become really popular podcaster in your part of the world, people will come back to you and listen to your podcast, and that's how you can also generate fund for yourself and your family. Lots of people are doing it right now, and all you have to do is you have to plan carefully what you're going to talk about, and that's how you can people will come back, and that's how I think it happens in YouTube, right? When you have many subscribers or many followers, that way you can earn money as well. And this also you can write
I,
about it. Yes, Miss Lily, please.
sorry, I totally agree. But I think the most important way to find that success is to look at that number one criteria.
Totally.
Is your topic original? Is it interesting? And is it highly relevant to your audience? I think that's critical.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Miss Lily. Unless this is really relevant to your audience, to your listener, they won't come back. They'll listen sit, through your first podcast, and then they won't turn up for the next one. So when you're planning, make sure you plan carefully, thinking, discuss with your family members. Do you think people will be interested? Like Nigarin nailed it first, attempt. It was fine. I mean, it was brilliant, not fine, but brilliant. But I'm saying that sometimes we make the wrong choice, and that's okay. That's also a way of
Yeah.
learning. If your first topic, suddenly today you realize that's not the best topic, you can do better. This is the time to think about it, to change your topic, and keep thinking what will be really appealing, what is the need for the listeners. As Miss
Yeah.
Lily said, it is important that it is relevant, highly relevant to your listeners. Okay. um, Anything else, Miss Lily, would you like to say?
No, I'm really excited.
Yeah, so am I. Very excited
I
what
think
they're going to.
everybody has
Hmm.
the opportunity to present some very insightful things.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
sometimes not always being involved or
Hmm.
influenced by the media is
Hmm.
far more powerful because it's your own work.
Exactly. Original.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
And you know, uh, this is a skill you're going to develop through this process. This is a skill that you will need. Say, this is you're presenting, you're practicing your language skills. When you go for an interview, whether online or face to face, that's when you will need the skill. How you answer question, how you present something in front of an audience. So the our classes here, the main idea is to provide you the opportunity to develop these skills. Girls, we thank you for joining us, but we will really appreciate if you think about the whatever we are asking you to do, like homework or class task, or you know please, it's not just attending classes but also doing some work. Okay, so
absolutely.
mm,
Mm. Put in
so
the effort.
yeah, and follow the instructions that are given to you by your friends, by your teachers, because we would like to see the best you can do. Whatever you're learning here, you can apply those skills and do something fantastic. And you know, it's okay if it doesn't happen just now, but it will happen if you keep persisting, keep
Mm.
trying. It is going to happen. Trust me, it will. And Ilaha has just written in the chat, such a great news. I'm so proud of them and I'm eagerly looking forward knowing more about their masterpieces. Of course you will know about their masterpieces, Ilaha. And I just loved what you say, okay, that they have earned through writing. Yes, they have, Nigaran. They have earned through writing their books. And can I just say to you something? Um, Girls, the work they have done, I saw it, I witnessed it every single day. Every single night, they worked day and night. They perspired. I saw the sweat. I saw, they shared about their sleepless nights, but they didn't stop. They just continued their effort day after day after day. And finally, their books were published on Amazon. And I
Mm.
can't tell you, girls, how proud that made me. Okay? And I'm sure Miss Lily feels the same pride because it's
I,
the
I
journey
I
we saw.
think
Yeah. Would you
it's the
like to say a
journey
little
of
bit about their book or something, Miss Lily?
I congratulate them, but then I also look at Gulsum, her message in saying that she couldn't finish her podcast because there's a lot of stress in her life because her visa's expired, and I understand that's why maybe they haven't finished what they've been set for some homework. So the ladies that have written their books that have made their money, make the people that have got through all the hardships and still kept going, Gulsum, you must still keep trying. Don't give up. Still keep trying, even though that you've got all these things that are going against you. You still need to try and do something for your mental health, and this might help you. So even if you talk to us in your podcast about how you're managing your life at the moment, and the ladies that have written their books and got their money, they've moved through the similar kind of stresses, and they've found a way through writing. So maybe, Gulsum, you can do the same thing. You can find a way forward by making your podcast.
Absolutely,
So
Miss
try.
Lily. Yeah, absolutely.
Hi,
Even,
teacher.
yes, girls, I want to say, what Miss Lily just said. These girls experiencing exactly what you are, Gulsum. It is, I wish I could, we could bring you right here. But, you know our limitations. We can't. I wish I could do something about it. I can't from this far. I can only give you some, Miss Lily and I can only say how you can uh, focus on something a bit different, like these two girls, they're exactly in your position, in the same situation. But they in a day, I remember there was a day when one of the girls, she was hiding as well. And oh, I can't even share. It's in the book. She was hiding, and when the entire family was taken, and she was hiding in the balcony of the house. And it's heartbreaking what she wrote and how she wrote. And even those who have read the books, they cried as well. So, as Miss Lily just said, you try to focus on something that will give you, distract from this pain for a while. I know it is hard. It is the most, maybe I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't know. Help me, Miss Lily, if you can, to say that.
I just said make podcasts models of hope and a good future.
Mm,
But even if it is that not what you're feeling, but it's like a journal for you.
mm,
It's a way of we call it cathartic.
mm.
If your podcast is a form of releasing your stress, do it that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
just do what
Yes.
feels right for you.
Yeah.
Hi,
You're here
teachers.
to cheer up.
Who is this?
Yay! Laha.
Yeah,
Thank you.
take the microphone and speak.
Yes, teacher. I'm so happy to have a great and kindness teacher like you. Thanks.
Don't you love the sound of a positive voice?
We love it. Yes, so true.
So isn't that a very important point for a podcast?
The voice. That's true. That's so true. Yeah, energetic voice,
Thank
not
you,
Thanks,
like
Laha.
teacher.
full of energy.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
On that positive note,
Mm,
everybody remember Alaha's energy.
mm.
That's how we start and finish a podcast.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I know it's hard to concentrate at this time. It is the most challenging time you're going through, girls. We totally you know, we know it's whatever we are saying, it's just, but in any way, if you can just focus on something else that can distract you from the reality. I have no idea what I'm saying, but try, okay? No pressure, just try. If you can do it, that's fantastic, you know. And if you can't, we will understand that it was just not possible. And like I said, these two girls, there was a time then one of them gave up, stopped, but then she went back again to rewrite, to continue writing. And finally, they both completed their manuscript, and we could publish those books on Amazon. So, this is how it happens. You know, you have to persist, and no matter how hard it is, if you keep your focus, it's going to happen. And we will be cheering
It
you.
will.
We will be so proud if that is possible, girls. Okay, look after yourself, take care. And we are just, you know, we are in the same group, and if you're not in the group, join the group and make sure stay in touch. And what we heard today about physical exercise, don't stop doing the exercises. That's going to keep your mental health also. Look after your mental health. Thank you, everyone. So it is
Thank you.
9 o'clock here, and we will wrap up right now. But keep working. Let us know if you're going to present next week on Tuesday. And Tuesday we will have two lessons. One is from 6:30 to 7:30. We will have beginners class, as some of our students really would like us to begin, you know, to start a beginners lesson. So that is going to be from 6:30 to 7:30. Same link. You can come early or you can come late for the intermediate lessons. But yes, that's something I wanted to share. And if you have any question, please ask. This is your time. Thank you so much, Miss Lily, for all your, you know, support and contributions this evening. I'm sure the students are
Thank
really
you.
appreciative. Thank you so much. Okay,
Work
look
hard,
after.
ladies. Come on, this can be done.
Yes,
Okay. Good night,
absolutely.
everybody.
Good night, everyone. No, I think for them it's the afternoon. That's okay. Thank you.
Oh, good afternoon.
Take care and see you on
Take care.
Tuesday or in our WhatsApp group for sure.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice time.
Thank you.
You too.
Ma'am, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
First, hello to everyone. I'm new in this class and I
Your
don't
name
know about the
first.
rules of the class
First,
and about the podcast that you shared. I want to be added in WhatsApp group first, and I want to ask some of my classmates.
sure. What's your name first? You are?
Sharifa Nurzon.
Awesome.
Okay, Sharifa.
Oh, okay.
Sharifa, thank you for joining our lesson. And Miss Nigaran, are you there? Nigaran? No. Okay. Sharifa, can you please send me your WhatsApp number?
Phone number?
Then we can
Yes.
add you. Okay. If any other
Okay.
student who would like to be added, please let us know your phone number and email me your phone number. You don't have to share it in the chat. You just email me your name and your phone number, and I will add you. Any other
Okay,
question?
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other
Good night,
question?
good afternoon.